our live.
Lovely stuff. Right then, lovely lady, can you introduce yourself for me?
Yes, my name is Anais. I am 32 years old and I've been a member here for roughly a year now, I think, just coming up to, and I'm currently 27 weeks pregnant.
With baby number?
Two.
Yeah. So, in terms of pregnancy, what made you decide that you wanted to keep exercising this time around? Because I know that we've previously had a conversation with you not being very active the first time around. So, what made you feel like you want to approach this pregnancy a little bit differently in terms of exercise?
Yeah, I think I've been really enjoying training. I think I didn't want to stop doing that and lose that part of me. I think when you get pregnant, you kind of feel like you change a lot, and you all of a sudden overnight, a lot of things have to change. And I didn't want my training and fitness and strength to be a part of that. So I think it's just nice to kind of still have that something that's just yours, and it just feels like a part of you, really. And I think as well, I did bits of yoga and I walked and things like that, but I didn't really do any training in my last one, and I just think that it can be really beneficial, not just for during pregnancy but afterwards as well. I think last time I found the recovery quite hard. It took me a long time to get back into being active and doing exercise last time, and I'm just hoping that this will just give me a little bit of a head start afterwards as well, really.
Yeah, help with the recovery side of things. And I think that with you having a solid routine and structure now throughout pregnancy, obviously after the birth and being in your little baby bubble, it will be so much easier for you then to get back into routine and structure, because it hasn't been a whole 9 months of you being completely out of it. And I think especially as you being a mum already, you know how important it is to have time for yourself and to almost not have that loss of identity that you can 100%. Get when you are pregnant, and obviously when you're going to have 2 little children running around, it's going to be so important for you to have that breakaway, for you to have that time for
just
yourself.
That hour that's for yourself and not for anyone else.
Yeah, absolutely. So what's been different about this pregnancy in comparison to the first, with you not regularly exercising in the first one but now to regularly exercising through the second one?
I think it's just realising how much you're still capable of. There's a lot of fear and worry around when you get pregnant, and straight away people are like, oh, don't do that, and it kind of makes you feel like I'm pregnant and I'm fine. And I think being able to come here and still do the things I was doing before, obviously some things you have to change, or I'm not going for PBs the way that I'm training is different, but I'm still coming, I'm still doing something for me, I'm still lifting heavy things and moving for myself. And I think it's just realising that you're still capable of doing all of that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Whereas last time it kind of felt a bit like you feel a little bit, I don't know, precious and vulnerable. And,
absolutely. And there's so much conflicting information out there, isn't there, where you think, is this the right thing to do? Is it safe? Is it not? There's so much that you question, I think. But I think as women who go through pregnancy, your body is capable of so much. Your body is 100%. Capable of growing a human. You can absolutely train throughout your pregnancy. And like you say, there's different variations of movements. You may need to adjust certain things, but you can absolutely work around a growing bump, as you've probably noticed over the last kind of couple of weeks. But did you feel like you were nervous about exercising through pregnancy?
Yeah, a little bit. I think, especially because I was quite ill at the start of my pregnancy, so I had a little bit of a break at the start where I couldn't train. So coming into training, I was a bit unsure of how I would be, not knowing what to expect, with how heavy I could lift things and how much I could push myself. I would walk up the stairs and feel out of breath. So I thought, oh my God, how am I going to do an hour session? But I think being in this environment is such a big help. I don't think I'd have the confidence to come and train if I was in a conventional gym. I think knowing that you've got people around you all the time who can give you advice and can, if there's something that you feel doesn't feel right, you can adjust it slightly. I don't think I'd have the confidence to do that if I wasn't at a compound. I really don't.
Oh, that's love. I love that. And how has training throughout this pregnancy made you feel?
Really good. It's just nice to, like I said before, like to know that I'm still capable. It feels like it sounds really like cringy, but when you're pregnant, it's kind of like, it's quite cool anyway. Like you're doing cool things every day. Do you know what I mean? But like doing this on top of that, like it does makes me feel really good. It makes me feel like I've still got that part of myself. I'm still coming. I'm still doing something for me. And yeah, it just makes me feel really confident and knowing that I'm capable.
I think it's actually so empowering, isn't it?
Yeah.
I feel like that's such a good word to describe it, when you know that you're growing a human inside you, but you're also continuing to show up for yourself, and you're continuing to move, and you're continuing to prioritise yourself as well as your growing baby.
And especially like this is the second time round, so I've got a toddler in the house as well. Like I'm still, like the first pregnancy, you don't have that pressure on you, but now I'm still having to pick up and carry around a 2-year-old and things like that. Like this, it makes life easier because I'm still able to look after her. I'm still able to be holding her and bend down and pick something up and you know, that sort of thing. So it works for life as well.
Yeah, having a little one already almost encourages you, and it actually forces you to keep going and to kind of like push through those hard days through your pregnancy. Because during your first one, like you say, you haven't really got anything else going on. If you're having like a tired day, you can literally just chill out for the rest of the day. But this time around, it's actually, you've got a lot more to juggle this time around. I think it's so impressive. So what would you say to other mums who are unsure about exercising during pregnancy, like we mentioned about the conflicting information? Like, what would you say to other mums who potentially want to exercise throughout their pregnancy, but they're just feeling a little bit unsure?
I think, I mean, obviously everyone's in a different position, but I think if it's something that you want to do and you're thinking about, then go for it, because you will feel better for it. Speak to your midwife. One of my first appointments, I spoke to my midwife and she was absolutely all for it. She said, yeah, carry on doing what you're doing. And I think that then also obviously gives you a little bit of confidence, because if the midwife is saying you can do it, then there shouldn't be any reason why you can't. And I think just go for it, try it, and I think it'll probably make you feel better. Yeah, absolutely. So what do you feel like is kind of like the main benefit in training in compound whilst you've been pregnant? Again, I think it's just it's functional. I'm still busy. I'm working. I've got a toddler. I think it just helps with life. You know, I'm still strong. I'm still fit. I can still do everything that I did before. Just like you said, with a bit of a bump in the way of everything that I do.
just something little to work around.
Something little to work around. But you know, being here makes that so much easier, because every time that I've been here, there's always been something that I can do. If I couldn't do something on the floor, then there's something else that I can do instead. And I think you guys have made that possible for me.
Amazing stuff. Amazing. Thank you so much. Okay. Thank you. Limelight off you.
You talk for days.
Just a mum thing.